Hello everyone, hope you are having a nice day. Welcome to yet another video in system software. In the previous video we have discussed about an SIC XC assembler program, and we have converted the SIC XC assembler program into object code. Consider this picture. So what can you predict from this picture? I'll show another picture. So these two, when you consider these two pictures, what can you predict from this? Something is moved from one place to another. Yes, in the first picture, a house is being relocated. Second picture, fishes are jumping from one place to another. A fish has jumped from one bowl to another bowl. See, the concept we are going to discuss today is relocation. So what is the need for relocation? For example, consider you have a program, and I'll put in this way. We had a program called as a copy program, and the start of the program is specified as 0. That means our program starts at location 0. But you have the memory. Suppose this is location 0, 0, 0, 0. And this location is already occupied by some other thing, some data is present till 1500, some other data are present. What will you do now? See, our programmer has specified that my program starts at location 0, and in the memory, the computer's memory, that location is occupied by something else, and till 1500 somebody else have occupied. So I cannot run my program there, but I have to run my program somewhere. So I cannot wait till 0, 0, 0 becomes free. Maybe 0, 0, 0 will get free, but the location 1 may not get free, location 10 may not get free. So an issue may arise here. When such an issue arises, what you have to do is you have to go for the concept of relocation. So what is relocation? That is, when a program is going to run, you cannot always ensure that the program will run in the location specified by the programmer or the user. Suppose if I am writing the program, I am writing as copy start 1000, and I cannot always ensure that my program runs at location 1000. For that I should see the memory, I should always see whether my 1000 location is free at this point of time, then run my program, which is practically impossible. So what I have to do, I have to run my program in the location whichever is available. When I am going to run a program, I have to run my program at the available space. Even though if I say that my program will start at location 0, 0, 0, 0, and if 0 is not available and only 2070 is available, from 2070 some other locations are available, I have to run my program at the available location. That means I am efficiently using the memory and other resources of the machine. Suppose if I am waiting for 0, 0, 0, 0 to get free and then run my program, then I am not efficiently using my memory. To efficiently use your memory and the other resources of your machine, what you have to do? You have to run the program in the available space. Now consider the SIC XC program we have discussed already. See, in the last video we have discussed about this program, and this is our program. Now listen, suppose this program says that the program should start at location 0. That means 0, 0, 0, 0. Suppose this program starts at location 1000. Then the first location will be 1000, then it will be 1003, third will be 1006, then 1000A, 1000D, and nfill will be in location 101A. That means 1000 locations. Suppose I am specifying as the program starts at 0, this will be the location. If the program at the runtime, if it starts at 1000, 1000 will be added to the location. So when you come down, RETADR is in location 0030 if it starts at 0, but if it starts at 1000, it will be 1030. Suppose if it starts at 1500, this will be 1530. Only the labels will be moving to some other location, but the difference will be always same. For example, suppose if you have this instruction STLRETADR, so we'll see that instruction once. Suppose the program starts at 0 and object code we have generated is 17202D. So you can see STLRETADR, the thing is 17202D. Now suppose this program the starting address of this program is 1000. Now consider same program STLRETADR. Suppose this is in location 000, program counter value is 0003, and RETADR value is 0030. So we have discussed this and we got the value 17202D. Yes. Now suppose the same instruction STLRETADR, and the program starts at 1000, so the program counter value will be 1003 and RETADR will be in the location 1030. Now if I am going for this, what I have to do? So we will start here. Program counter relative mode is equal to content of program counter plus displacement. So target address. So what is the target address? That is 1030, right? 1030 equal to content of program counter 1003 plus displacement. So what is displacement? 1030 minus 1003. Yes, 3 becomes 2 and 16 minus 3, 13. 13 is D. So 2D, that is 02D is specified here, and NIX, XBP, NIX, BP and E. Since this is format 3, it is 0. Program counter relative mode is 1, base relative is 0, we don't have X, we don't have N and I, so 1. So 1, 4. 4 is specified as 0, 1. Now I will write, this is, so we will write this is 1 and this is 4217, and so if you take these 4, 842, this is 202D. So again 17202D. So what we have achieved here is, even if you change the location from 00 and 2000, the instruction is same. That is, the object code that you have generated is same when it involves a format 3 or format 2 or format 1 instruction. So when the instruction is format 3 or format 2 or format 1, always, even if you change this is to 2000, even if it is 2700, even if the location is 3000, the object code generated will be always be the same. Then what is the issue in relocation? Now we will consider another one instruction. Consider this instruction, JSUB RDREC plus JSUB RDREC is a format 4 instruction. So what is format 4 instruction? So plus symbol is specified there. So we will see that instruction, plus JSUB RDREC, read record. So if the instruction starts at 0, if the program starts at 0000, this will be in location 0006. Then read record will be in the position 1036. So when you write this, format 4, that is you have to move to 1036. So 20 bits, so I will write as 01036 and N, I, X, B, P and E. So E is format 1, BP is 00, X is 0, N and I, again it is 1 and 1. Yes. Then next we have to see the value for J sub. So J sub is 4 and 8. So 8 I will, so 4 can be specified as 0, 1, 0, 0 and 8 is in 2 bits, it's 1, 0, right? So I will specify 4 here. These 4, 1, 0, 1, 1, 8, 10 and 11. That means B, and here 0, 0, 0, 1. It is 1, 0, 1, 0, 3, 6. So this is, you got 4B1, yes, 0, 1, 0, 3, 6. Now, suppose same instruction plus J sub RD, REC. So consider this program started at location 1000. Then this instruction will be in 1006, right? And RD, REC will be in 2036. RD, REC will be in 2036. Now consider the same instruction. I will be doing this. So it will be 0, 2036. Then again you go for N, I, X, B, P and E equal to 1. This is 0, similarly 0, neither indirect nor immediate. So 4 and 8 is specified as 1, 0. Now you can go here 1, 0, 1, 1, it is B, it is 1, 0, 2036. Now see, when the address has changed, format 4 instruction 4 is changed to 4B 10 2036. So based on the place where RD, REC is present, the instruction is modified. So here, suppose if I put 1500, this value will definitely change. So there is no, see in this 4B1, these three cannot be changed because this is always fixed, but last 5 digits can be changed. 0, 1, this is 0, 1, 2036. If it is some other location, these 5 values can always be changed. So when it is a format 4 instruction, when you go for relocation, this will always get changed. So in this program, now you might have understood that all the instructions will be converted into object code in a similar way, but only format 4 instruction will be changed. So in our program, we have 3 format 4 instruction, and these 3 format 4 instruction will get changed, because when you perform relocation, their relative places gets changed. Now consider this diagram. Consider this is your program, and the program started at location 0000, and at location 0006 we had the instruction plus J sub RD, REC, and we have converted that into 4B1 1036, yes, and all the instructions were same. So 1036, we had B410, that is another one instruction, that is clear X, and the program was still 1076. Now the same program, if it starts at location 5000, so at line number 5006, we will have the instruction plus J sub RD, REC, and this instruction will be turned into 4B106036. Same instruction is converted, but all the other instructions will be same except format. So at location 6000, 36. We'll have same B410 and your program will end at 6076. But this instruction is changed. I'll give another one example. Suppose the same program, we start at location 7420 and our instruction will be at 7426. It is plus JSub RDREC, and this instruction will be changed to 4B108456, and at 8456 you will have B410 and the program may end at 8496. Similarly, in whatever position you run, all the instructions will be same, but only format 4 instructions will be coded as differently. So, in relocation, the concept you have to check here is only format 4 instructions get modified and other instructions does not get modified. So we have come to a new record. So in the previous videos we have discussed about 3 records in an object program. When you write an object program for SIC, we saw header record, text record and end record. Here we have the header record, text record, end record similar to SIC, but you have another one record called as modification record. So the header record starts with H, text record starts with T, end record starts with E, and similarly modification record starts with M. The first letter will be M, and the second one will be 2 to 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 6 fields, starting location of the address field to be modified related to the starting of the program. So starting location of the address field to be modified relative to the starting of the program. Then 8 to 9, length of the field to be modified in half bytes. We have to specify that in half bytes. We'll see what is a modification record and then we'll wind up the class. So first, what is modification record? How we are going to write the modification record? So consider the instruction plus JSub RDREC. So consider the instruction plus JSub RDREC. We have 3 instructions in this program. So at line number 15 you have plus JSub, line number 35 plus JSub, and line number 65 you have another JSub. So 3 instructions must be modified. So first consider this instruction plus JSub RDREC, and the location, the starting is at location 0006. So starting address is 6. Now consider this 0006, then plus JSub RDREC. Now consider the value for JSub is 48. This is placed in the location 0006, and the remaining things 0007, 0008, 0009. So 4 locations, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So these 3 positions will be used by RDREC and this BPE. JSub and NI will be used by 0006, right? So I'll write modification record as M. Then starting address to be modified is not 6 because the position 4, 8 and after this 191 it becomes 4B. This position will not be modified at any place. So there is no need for modifying the 0006 position. You have to modify from 0007. So I have to specify in 6 bits. So I will use 5 zeros and 7. So actually 0007, since it is specified in 6 bits, I am using this 0007. Clear? Modification record M, then the address field to be modified 0007, then so the code is this 4B101036. See, these 5 places has to be modified. So I will specify this in half bits as 0, 5. These 5 places are to be modified. Consider another one instruction, another same J sub instruction. The J sub instruction is 0, 0, 2, 6 plus J sub write record. So how will you write for this? The first location M, then 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 7, because 6th position will be occupied by 4B, so there is no issues there. Then next 5 has to be modified, so 0, 5. This is how you write a modification record. So when you are converting a program, or when you are using SIC XE program, you will have a header record. So H, and you will write the header record, you will write text records, then you will write modification record, and after writing modification record, you will write end record, because some text records inside this program may be modified when you are running the program in the available memory. Yes. So you cannot always specify that my program will run at location 0. If it is, if you can ensure that if your program will run at location 0 every time, then it is easy for you to write header record, text record, and end record. I can never ensure that my program will run at location 0 every time. So that was an issue. So we have overcome that by means of using modification record. So in today's video, we have discussed about another concept in SIC XE program, which is called as relocation. So why do we go for relocation? Because we cannot always ensure that the program runs in the position specified by the user. Suppose, as you have seen, if the user has given, or if the programmer has given the starting address as 0, if the starting address 0 is not present, we have to run our program in the available memory. So when you are running the program in the available memory, some of the instructions may change its location. So we have found that the format 4 instructions change its location, and for such instruction we are using another record that is called as modification records, which we have discussed. Hope you understood this video lecture. Thanks for watching. Thank you.